You're refusing money? Then suffer. Even if you don't accept my bribe, I'll make sure you never get near my son again, you low-class gold digger. Ma'am Gloria, I love Raphael. That's why I can't accept the money you're offering. No amount of wealth could ever replace the love I have for your son. Shaman H., where did you get the nerve to even try to match with someone like us, people of wealth? Don't be so ambitious. I never once dreamed of having a low life like you as my daughter-in-law. You and my son do not belong together. You're just a maid. You should be with someone who's also a nobody. Leave now, unless you want me to feed you to my dogs. Sophia couldn't stop crying. Powerless, she left the De Silva mansion and the man she loved. How could she compete with his mother, a wealthy and influential woman who looked down on her and could easily make up stories to put her in jail? Raphael's mother kicked her out as soon as she found out about their relationship. When Raphael returned home from abroad, the first thing he asked for was her. "Where's Sophia?" he asked one of the maids. "Oh my God, Raphael, of all people, that pathetic girl is who you're asking about." His mother spat from the stairs. The maid quickly disappeared, afraid she'd become the next target of the matriarch's rage. "I was only gone 9 months, and this is what your standards have fallen to, Raphael? If it wasn't for the other maids telling Dorothy everything, I wouldn't even know about your affair with our maid. What kind of eyes do you have to fall for someone like her?" "Mum, I love her. Please don't insult her." "Really? And what makes you think she loves you back? She left with $1 million in exchange for you. That's how people like her are. They'll trade love for money." "No, Sophia would never do that." "Mum, what did you do? Did you harass her? Threaten her?" Raphael's voice rose in anger. His good mood, brought home from Spain to check the new De Silva City Mall and hotel, was gone in an instant. These businesses, now with several branches around the country and even abroad, were previously managed by his late father, Don Gustavo de Silva, who had died in a plane crash 4 years ago. Thankfully, his father had already trained him in running the family empire. "You really think she wouldn't do it? I have the video. I can prove she's after your money." "You're joking. She's not what you say." "Fine, I'll call Dorothy. She witnessed Sophia taking the cash." She turned to her right-hand woman of decades. "Dorothy, show him the evidence." Dorothy immediately showed a video clip on her phone. Sophia taking a thick envelope full of money. Raphael's face darkened. "See, she chose money over you. Now do you believe me?" Raphael said nothing. He walked up to his room, locked the door, got drunk, and went into a rage. It was too painful. "How could you do this to me, Sophia?" he shouted, throwing a half-full wine bottle across the room. "Give me more alcohol!" he screamed. The maid scrambled to obey. Meanwhile, Sophia couldn't stop crying as she poured her heart out to her sister Nina. "Why, Sophia? Of all the men you could have loved, why Raphael? You know he's rich. Rich families rarely approve of their kids being with someone poor like us." "I didn't mean to fall in love, sis. It just happened. Raphael has a good heart. He never cared that I'm just a maid. I tried to resist him, but he kept showing me how much I meant to him, even though I'm just someone like this." "Are you sure about this? You've only known him for 6 months. You barely know him. Maybe it's my fault. I recommended you for that maid position. If I hadn't, you wouldn't be miserable now." "Sis, you don't always need years to know someone. It depends. And I truly love Raphael. He's nothing like his arrogant mother." "Well, now your education might be put on hold. You were supposed to graduate as a teacher. You had a shot at a real profession. That's all ruined now." Sophia had taken the job with Raphael's family because they allowed their maids to study at night. But now that she was fired, she had no way to pay for college. "I'll find another job, sis. Maybe I can still find a way to keep studying. And besides, I never wanted to be a teacher. I always wanted to be a fashion designer. You all were the ones who wanted me to be a teacher. If only you had taken the money I offered you before, that would have been a good start. Sis, are you even my sister? You're being so practical. Come on, you know how hard life is. If that old lady had offered me money, I wouldn't have thought twice. She humiliated you anyway, so might as well go all the way. Sophia sighed deeply, staring into space. The pain she felt at that moment had no equal, and her sister's brutal practicality only made it worse. She hadn't even considered things like dignity. After her sister's lecture, Sophia decided to call her best friend Lisa. Maybe she could help her find work. Lisa had just started a job as a secretary after graduating from a 2-year secretarial course. Lisa, do you know of any job openings? Please help me, Sophia said directly after they exchanged greetings over the phone. Huh? I thought you were still working for the De Silvas. Madame Gloria kicked me out, she said quietly, trying to hold back her sadness. This is exactly what I warned you about. Why did you even get involved with her son? I told you not to. I know. My sister already lectured me enough. Please don't add to it. Ugh, Sophia. I don't even know what to say, but you're in luck. My boss's twin is looking for a secretary. I'll call you back once I confirm. Thank you, Liza. You're heaven sent. Of course, I'd never abandon you. Sophia was beyond thankful to her friend. Despite her heartbreak, she had to face the reality that the wealthy lived in a different world than people like her. Still, she had hope. She believed Raphael would find her because they loved each other. She eventually cried herself to sleep, waiting for her best friend's call. The next morning, she was woken by the sound of her phone ringing. Oh, Liza, how are you? You can start working tomorrow, Sophia, her friend exclaimed. Really? Oh, thank you so much, Liza. I really need this job. You're welcome. Mr. Liam is nice. You're lucky. Thank you. You're the best, Liza. I promise to do my best and not let you down. I'll text you the building and address so you can head there first thing tomorrow. The next day, Sophia woke up early, excited for her new job. Even if it wasn't much, at least she wouldn't have to stop studying. The commute from her place in Eastwood to downtown LA was only about 30 minutes, but she had to leave early to avoid traffic. The company occupied 5 floors and specialized in energy drinks. Mr. Liam Adams, the CEO, was the man her friend said would be her new boss. She knew a Liam who was one of Raphael's best friends, but she wasn't sure if it was the same one. She never knew his last name. She also didn't know if he had a twin. Raphael had been strict about keeping her out of his friend's circle back then. Sorry, ma'am, you can't come in. You don't have an ID and you're not an employee. The security guard blocked her at the lobby. Sir, I'm a direct hire. I'm supposed to be the CEO's new secretary. Please let me through. Miss, don't mess with me. As far as I know, Mr. Liam already has a secretary. Sophia began to panic. What if her friend had just been joking? What if she was about to make a fool of herself? Then a deep, familiar voice spoke behind her. What's the problem, officer? Sir Liam, this woman insists she's your new secretary. She says she was directly hired, but Miss Evon is still here, sir. I see. Sophia Maquella, Liam said casually. Sophia turned to see a tall, handsome man. You're my boss? She asked, stunned and nervous. If this Liam was indeed Raphael's friend, then fate might be playing a cruel trick on her. Come with me. My brother said you were looking for work. He told me you're the best friend of his new secretary. Yes, sir. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Don't mention it. I'm not involved in whatever happened between you and Raphael. Excuse me? Nothing. Never mind. Sophia was confused. Liam clearly knew about her past with Raphael. He probably knew a lot more than she expected. That made her nervous. especially since she had no idea what story Gloria had spread about her. They reached the 5th floor, and a pregnant woman greeted them. Sophia immediately suspected this was the secretary she was supposed to replace. "Good morning, sir. Your coffee is ready." The pregnant woman greeted Liam, pointing to the mug on his desk. "Thanks, Ivan. This is Sophia. Train her properly so she'll know what to do once you're on leave," he instructed her gently. "No problem, Sir Liam. Hi, Sophia," Ivan said cheerfully. Once Liam left to take a phone call, the two women were alone. "You're lucky to get hired here. That handsome boss of ours is kind and single. Feel free to fantasize," Ivan teased, making Sophia shake her head. "If I weren't pregnant and due any day now, I wouldn't leave this job," she added. Sophia simply nodded. Deep inside, she felt relieved, knowing she wouldn't have a hard time working here, especially if her boss was this kind. After 3 days of training with Ivan, the secretary finally went on leave. Sophia quickly grew comfortable around Liam. He wasn't cold or strict and often joked around. "Sophia, make 2 cups of coffee. My friend's coming up," he said one morning. What Sophia didn't know was that Liam had intentionally arranged this meeting. He already knew about Gloria's bribe and wanted the truth to come out. "Yes, sir," she replied, and headed into the mini kitchen to brew the coffee. When she returned with the cups, the guest had arrived. The two men were deep in conversation. As she approached, the guest's voice seemed familiar. When she finally looked up, her eyes met Raphael's. His intense gaze seemed to burn into her. "This is your new secretary, Liam?" Raphael asked coldly, his expression dark, almost murderous. "Well, you know Ivan is about to give birth, so Sophia took over. Isn't she gorgeous? Like a Miss Universe with that figure," Liam said playfully, clearly trying to provoke Raphael. Raphael's face hardened even more. "Are you stupid? You want this gold digger to con you next." "Are you really sure about that, bro?" "Yes, I'm not ashamed to admit it. I got played by this woman. I loved her. You know that. But in the end, she chose money over me," Raphael said, face flushed and eyes red with held-back tears. "That's not true," Sophia cut in, trying to defend herself. Both men turned to her. "You can't deny the truth. There's a video. Don't make excuses, Sophia," Raphael snapped. "Oh," was all Liam could say, shocked by the heated exchange. Liam had always known Raphael to be calm and deeply in love with Sophia. None of this made sense. "If you saw the video, then you also saw how I gave the envelope back to your mother. She kept trying to force it into my hands, but I threw it to the floor. Everyone saw it. Your mom and the maids. The money scattered all over." Raphael simply shook his head and gave a bitter smile. He stood and excused himself. "I think I need to go now, bro. I didn't expect my day to be ruined like this. I see now you're keeping a snake around. Be careful." Sophia's chest tightened at those words. That was how low Raphael thought of her. When he finally left the office, everything went black for Sophia. She fainted. Thankfully, Liam caught her just in time. He quickly carried her to his car and sped to the hospital, panic rising with every mile. Once they arrived, Sophia was rushed to the emergency room. Moments later, the doctor called Liam in. "Congratulations, sir. You and your girlfriend are having a baby," the doctor beamed. "What?" Liam nearly choked in shock. "Why, sir, aren't you happy your girlfriend is pregnant?" the doctor asked. "Huh? No. I mean, yes. I'm just surprised. Really surprised," Liam muttered. Deep inside, Liam's thoughts were in turmoil. He wanted to be happy, but it wasn't his child. What a blessing that would be. If only the baby were mine, he thought to himself. "Congratulations again, sir. Your girlfriend will wake up soon," the doctor said before leaving. Liam sat by Sophia's side, anxiously checking the time. He had a client meeting to attend, but clearly that would have to wait. "Sir, where am I?" Sophia asked as she woke up on the narrow hospital bed. Liam stood by the window, hands in his pockets. "You're pregnant, Sophia," he said plainly, still facing away. "What? Tell me, is Raphael the father?" he asked, voice heavy. Sophia's tears started to fall. Liam sighed, his chest tightening as he watched her cry. "Sir, please, I know you're his friend, but I beg you don't tell him. I don't stand a chance if they try to take my baby away. Please." "Why did you take the money from Miss Gloria then? That's what made Raphael furious." "Sir, God knows I never took that money. If I did, why would I be looking for work now? Why would I need to support myself? And now a child. That night, we were both reckless. I didn't even realize I was pregnant." Liam, who had a degree in psychology, could read people well, and he could tell Sophia was telling the truth. He also knew Doña Gloria, how elitist and cruel she could be, so it didn't surprise him that she would go so far as to break up her son's relationship. "Calm down, Sophia. Don't worry. Your secret is safe with me. I don't know why, but I care for your child. I once had a relationship, but she hid her pregnancy from me and had an abortion. Tragically, she died with our unborn child. So don't worry. I won't tell Raphael if that's what you want." "That's a heartbreaking story," Sophia said softly. "She was a model, didn't want her career ruined. Karma found her fast." Liam's face turned red, the pain still fresh. "So please, Sophia, take care of that baby. I'm here. I'll help you." Sophia broke into tears again. She hadn't expected someone like Liam to be sent into her life. "Don't cry too much, Sophia. It's not good for your baby. Sorry, sir. I just can't help it. You're like an angel sent to save me," she sobbed. Liam pulled her into a comforting hug and gently stroked her back. "You'll live in my house so I can take care of you and the baby, okay?" "Oh no, sir. That's too much. Just giving me a job to save for my delivery is already a huge help, and keeping this secret from Raphael." "Come on, Sophia. Raphael's a billionaire. He can hire people to follow you. If you live at my house, he won't suspect a thing. I'll tell him you quit after learning we were friends. If you stay hidden, he won't know. And I won't let Miss Gloria take your child. It's inhumane. When your child's old enough, you can decide if Raphael deserves to know." Sophia smiled, touched by Liam's willingness to protect her and the baby. After leaving the hospital, Liam took Sophia straight to his home. Like Raphael's family, Liam also came from wealth. His house was luxurious, though he lived alone with only a housekeeper. "Careful, Sophia. Take it slow for the baby's sake," Liam reminded her as he helped her out of the car. "Sir, come on, I'm only 6 weeks along," she chuckled. "Can you blame me if I've developed a phobia of pregnant women?" he replied. Sophia smiled. Losing a child had clearly made Liam overly protective, even though they weren't in a relationship. Once they got to the guest room, Liam excused himself and returned to the office. Sophia, though slightly embarrassed, had no other support system to rely on. Later, Liam informed her that he had already hired a new secretary. Sophia was relieved. Now Liam wouldn't have to overwork himself. Still, Liam felt increasingly conflicted and guilty on Raphael's behalf. His fingers itched as he stared at his phone, tempted to contact his friend and tell him he had a child on the way, but he also feared Raphael would try to forcefully take the child from Sophia. Liam saw how happy Sophia had been when she found out she was pregnant. "Whose side do I choose?" he muttered to himself. "This is all for Raphael. But poor Sophia, what if she loses her baby?" He looked like a madman, talking to himself, wrestling with his thoughts. Ultimately, he decided to hide Sophia. After all, Raphael was angry with him. Maybe he wouldn't go looking for her. Liam arranged everything for Sophia to live and give birth in the US. Thanks to his wealth and connections, the process went quickly. The days and years passed swiftly. 3 years had gone by since Sophia gave birth to her children, Storm, Cloud, and Thunder. She never expected to have triplets. It was hard at first, but she managed. Liam never failed to visit them, even from overseas. "Daddy Liam, why do we have 2 mummies?" asked 3-year-old Storm, as Liam visited with his girlfriend Chelsea, the woman who had replaced Sophia as Liam's secretary. "See? Answer that, Liam. Why does your mom call her Chelsea and not Mommy?" Chelsea teased before being cut off. "Why, baby? Don't you like it?" "So many people love you," Liam replied as he tousled the boy's hair. "Yes, that's what I said, Storm. The more the merrier," Cloud chimed in. "And Mommy Sophia said we should be grateful for all the love Mommy Chelsea gives us." "Right, Mommy Chelsea? You love us too, don't you?" Cloud asked. "Of course, babies," Chelsea answered with a smile. "Kids, come on, let me clean you up so you can nap," Sophia called from the kitchen. "Sorry about them. Are they bothering you too?" she asked the couple. "It's all good, Sophia. Go ahead and get them ready," Liam said. Afterward, the couple stayed behind, Chelsea, as usual, wearing a frown. "Love, I always bring you here. Stop doubting me. I love those kids like they're mine." "I already explained everything to you," Liam said. "Why don't you just tell Raphael he has kids? Let him be a father to them. Why are you the one filling in his role?" Chelsea asked. "Chelsea, I made Sophia a promise. I don't want to break it." "Liam, please, I can't take this anymore. I keep thinking maybe you're just using me to make Sophia jealous, that she's the one you really love." Before she could finish, Liam pressed his lips to hers in a passionate kiss. Holding her face, he said, "Listen. You're the only woman I see myself walking down the aisle with, the mother of my future children. I swear, Sophia's like a sister to me. I've been her friend since she and Raphael broke up." Chelsea wrapped her arms around him. "I'm sorry." "It's okay. Just trust me, all right?" "So sweet," Sophia said, smiling as she appeared. "Sorry to interrupt. I was just about to call you for dinner." "We'll be there, Sophia," Liam replied. As she turned to head back to the kitchen, Liam pulled Chelsea along with him. "Thank you both. You never get tired of visiting us," Sophia said, as they all sat around the dinner table. She had already fed the triplets earlier since they always went to bed early. "Sophia, why do you keep thanking us? We love seeing you and the kids," Liam said. "Sophia," Chelsea added, "why not go into business with me?" "What do you mean?" "Aren't you a fashion designer at a popular boutique here in the States?" "Yes, but I only work part-time because of the kids. They're still little." "That's why I want you as a partner. You'll still have time for them. You can work from home. Only during events or meetings will you need to come in, and for design approvals." "That would be great, but I have no money to invest, Chelsea. I earn just enough for our needs, and we're already staying here for free because of Liam." "I'll help, Sophia," Liam said. "See? Liam's got your back." "So? Are you in?" Chelsea asked excitedly. "I don't know. I don't really trust myself. I feel like I've already taken too much help from you both." "Think positive. For your kids, Sophia. Their needs grow as they grow." Sophia thought about it. Chelsea was right. It was a huge opportunity she shouldn't waste. "Okay, if you'll give me the chance, I'll accept, for my triplets' future." "Good, let's prepare to bring the kids back to the Philippines. It's time they experience living in our home country. I'm sure they'll enjoy it." As the months passed, Chelsea and Sophia busied themselves with the grand opening of their fashion boutique in Manila. Both were nervous, but Sophia was confident leaving the triplets with her sister Neri, who agreed to babysit while she focused on the business. We need to believe in ourselves, Sophia. And in each other, Chelsea said. You're right. Thank you, Chelsea. And Liam, too. Thanks for teaming up with me in this business. Our products are high quality, so I know we'll succeed. I hope so. By the way, do you know who's attending the grand opening tonight? Wealthy entrepreneurs, celebrities, and guess what? Rafael da Silva is among the guests. Sophia's eyes widened. Oh my God, Sophia. Don't be surprised he's coming. Move on, girl. I bet that jerk will be drooling when he sees you. I don't think I'm ready, Chelsea. You have to be. He could become an investor. His mall is a hotspot, which would help our business. Be professional. This is business, not personal. And besides, the past is past. Sophia gave a weak nod. No matter what she told herself, she was nervous. She wasn't sure how to face Raphael again. All right, I'll leave you here for now. The makeup artist and hairstylist will be arriving soon to get us ready, Chelsea said as she left Sophia in the prep room. Sophia sat restlessly while a flamboyant stylist fixed her hair. She stared nervously at her reflection, her mind filled with thoughts of Raphael. Years had passed, yet she couldn't shake him from her memory. The party was about to begin, so she stepped out of the dressing room inside the boutique's new building. The 3-story structure featured over 1,000 square meters of open space on each floor, with large offices at the top converted into dressing rooms. Congratulations to us, Sophia. My God, I can't believe how many people are flooding into our boutique on opening night. Chelsea squealed with joy. Night had fallen, and their sales had already exceeded expectations. Sophia, however, felt disappointed. Chelsea had told her Raphael would be attending, but she hadn't seen him during the ribbon cutting. She didn't want to ask Chelsea why. She didn't know why she still expected to see him. Perhaps because they'd never had proper closure. Maybe that was why she still had so many questions and regrets. Liam's on his way to pick us up, Sophia, Chelsea said after receiving a text. After the event, Sophia stayed behind in the office, distracting herself with sketching new dress designs. Okay, I'm almost done with a new piece, she replied. Chelsea said Raphael couldn't make it earlier because of an emergency client meeting, but he promised to attend the victory party instead. They would host another grand celebration for their successful launch and include a fashion show for their new and trending OOTD designs. Sophia didn't reply, but her excitement was visible, not just for the party, but for the chance to see Raphael again. She hadn't laid eyes on him in almost 4 years. He lived a very private life, and even on social media, he was nearly impossible to track. Come on, Liam's already in the parking lot, Chelsea called, waving her phone. Okay, I'll just pack this up, Sophia said. After organizing her sketches, she stood and followed Chelsea out. Liam would be dropping her off at her apartment. I'll visit the kids another time. I'll make it up to them soon, I promise, Liam said apologetically. It's fine, I know you're busy. Besides, the triplets aren't your responsibility. No, Sophia, I love them like they're mine. You know I think of you and Raphael as family. But when do you plan to let their father meet them? I don't want to, Liam. I just can't. Whether you like it or not, fate has a way of reconnecting people, especially a father and his children. I hope not. I can't lose my kids. I don't think I could handle it if they forgot about me. You're their mother. Of course they'll look for you. You've sacrificed so much for them without ever asking Raphael for anything. If he tries to take them, he'll have to go through me. We can't be sure. Liam, they're still so young. If I'm gone for even 3 or 4 months, they might forget me. It'll be easy for Raphael to win them over. God, I'll go insane if that happens. All right, enough. Love, let Sophia be, Chelsea interjected to calm them both down. When Liam's car stopped in front of Sophia's apartment, she didn't wait for him to open the door. She stepped out, thanked them, and went inside. That night, during the victory party, Sophia's anxiety returned. She knew for sure she would cross paths with her former lover. "I thought I hated you, but why does my heart pound at the thought of seeing you again?" she asked herself. From the third floor, where her office was located, she clearly heard the MC begin speaking to the crowd. The models were ready, and Sophia had her turn on the runway too. She stood and made her way down, catching sight of Chelsea exiting her own office, hand in hand, with Liam. "Ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause to tonight's shining stars, the founders and CEOs of CNH Fashion Boutique, Miss Chelsea Bartolome and Miss Sophia Maquella." Guests applauded as the spotlight turned on them. Sophia tried to avoid making eye contact with the crowd. She could feel someone staring at her intensely. Chelsea descended the right staircase with Liam assisting her, while Sophia took the left. As she looked around, her eyes landed on a familiar corner, and the intense gaze she felt earlier. It was Rafael da Silva. His expression was unreadable. She quickly shifted her gaze and returned to a neutral expression. After their short speech, the two owners exited the stage. Sophia moved to the back to change into her runway outfit, one of her own new designs she felt confident would trend. A long cardigan paired with a polo shirt and black mini-skirt. Her long, shapely legs were on full display, gleaming under the lights thanks to the dark color of her clothes. "Damn," Raphael muttered when he saw how all the men stared at Sophia. He wanted to drag her off the stage. After the fashion show, dinner and drinks followed. Guests began drinking more freely. "Raphael, are you all right?" Liam asked as he approached with Chelsea. "I'm fine, thanks for asking." "Are you sure?" "You haven't stopped staring at Sophia. Don't you see? My twin, Leon, is all over her. And you know how he is. No woman is immune." Raphael's jaw clenched. Liam and Chelsea smirked before turning away, irritating him further. What was once a 2-foot distance between him and Sophia was now only 10 inches. She didn't notice, busy laughing and chatting with Leon. "My God, Sophia, since when did you learn to drink?" Raphael thought to himself, watching her sip wine while giggling. Clearly she was drunk. He stayed close, watching her stumble. "Excuse me, Sophia, I'm just going to the restroom," Leon said. "I'll be right back." Raphael seized the opportunity. Sophia's eyes were half-lidded, her body swaying. "You're drunk," he said coldly. "Oh? And who are you to care? Get off!" she snapped. Instead of walking away, he picked her up and carried her to the parking lot. She pounded her fists on his back, but she was too drunk to fight him off. "Where are you taking me, you jerk?" she slurred, slumped in the car seat. "To our old hangout," Raphael replied. He meant the condo where they used to secretly meet. Sophia, too drunk to respond, remained silent. Raphael carried her inside. As soon as he opened the bedroom door, she vomited and staggered toward the bathroom. They both reeked. She had thrown up on him as well. "What have you done?" he asked, but she didn't reply. He helped clean her up. As he looked at her lips, memories of the past overwhelmed him. The alcohol made his body burn with desire. He gave in and made love to her. Sophia moaned softly, sobering from the alcohol, but now intoxicated by the familiar sensations she hadn't felt in years. In the middle of their passionate moment, Raphael noticed a surgical scar on her stomach. "You've carried a child, Sophia." But he didn't say it aloud. It was just a realization that hit him like a wave. Afterward, both fell asleep. It was already dawn when Sophia woke up. She was stunned to find herself being embraced by a man, both of them unclothed. She pushed him away, waking Raphael in surprise. "I'm sorry, I just got startled. What happened? What did we do?" Sophia stammered. "Answer me. Do you have a husband now? Did you have a child? Raphael's voice was sharp. You don't have a right to ask. You're no longer part of my life, she replied, summoning all her courage. So you really had a child? To get more money from the guy, I suppose? That's how you funded your boutique. How shameful, Sophia. A sharp slap landed on Raphael's right cheek. You have no right to insult me. You contributed nothing to my life. Oh, really? You took $1 million and walked away. That's what I got in return? Sophia slapped him again, this time on his left cheek. I never took even a single cent from your mother. You should have investigated more. All your wealth and intelligence, yet you let your mother manipulate you so easily. She seethed with anger as she gathered her scattered clothes. It was already early morning, and she rushed to dress and leave. Raphael tried to stop her, but she steeled herself and pushed through. Sophia admitted to herself that she was still deeply affected by their unexpected reunion. She still loved him, despite everything she'd gone through after being cast out by his mother. She still felt hurt. He hadn't defended her, hadn't believed her, hadn't even spoken to her properly. When Sophia arrived back at her apartment, the entire place was quiet. Her triplets and her sister Neri were sound asleep. She quietly entered the bedroom to get some rest, but her mind wouldn't settle. Fear crept into her chest. What if Raphael found out the truth about their children? Unable to sleep, and with the clock nearing 4 a.m., she decided to get up and make some coffee. While lost in thought, something brushed against her foot. My God, Cloud, you startled me, sweetie. It's still dark. Why are you up so early? She asked the 3-year-old gently. Mum, I had a dream about my daddy, but it wasn't Daddy Liam. He carried me and danced with me. We were so happy, Mommy. Sophia was speechless. Mommy, why doesn't Daddy Liam visit us as often anymore? The boy asked. Well, baby, your Daddy Liam is busy with work. But he's not our real dad, right, Mommy? Sophia's thoughts became even more tangled. The triplets were getting older and more inquisitive. Mommy, where's our real dad? Can we meet him? Sweetheart, go back to sleep. I'll make you some milk, okay? Okay, Mommy. All right, sit down and behave while I prepare it. Sophia sighed deeply as she prepared his milk. Her mind was a storm of worry. Her problems felt endless, and her children's growing awareness only added to them. After getting Cloud back to sleep, she stepped out of the kids' room. She found her sister Neri sweeping the floor. You're up early, Ate Neri, Sophia noted. Yeah, I heard water running earlier. Thought it was already morning and couldn't go back to sleep, so I got up. That was me. I made milk for Cloud. He woke up in the middle of the night. Sorry about that. It's okay. That kid always wakes up around this time. He's a dreamer. Always has something to say about his dreams. Sophia nodded. Cloud had mentioned his dad again. She sighed, feeling sorry for her children. They longed for their father, and she feared losing them if they ever met him. The next few days, the triplets made a request. Mommy, can you take us with you and our siblings to your boutique? We just want to see it and what you sell there, Storm asked during breakfast. They were getting ready for her to head to work. Storm, you can't. You'll just make a mess. That's embarrassing in front of customers. We promise, Mommy, we won't make a mess, Cloud chimed in. After we look around once, we'll stay quiet in your office, added Thunder. As a mother, it was hard to say no to her children. She sighed in defeat. Fine, but this is a one-time thing. I won't be able to focus if you always come with me, and besides, it's really not allowed. That's fine, Mommy. Thank you, Cloud shouted with joy. The 3 of them squealed in triumph. Just then, Neri said goodbye. Her child and grandchild had arrived, and she would be caring for them today. With no other option, Sophia took the triplets to the mall, prepared to juggle her tasks and their care. Meanwhile, after his last encounter with Sophia, Raphael decided to revisit the past. He called for Ms. Dorothy, his mother's longtime assistant. "Mr. Raphael, is there a problem?" Dorothy asked. "Ms. Dorothy, I want the truth. Tell me everything. What exactly happened the day my mother gave Sophia that envelope?" The older woman looked startled. "That was a long time ago, sir." "Exactly. And that's why I want the truth now. I'm telling you, I have no patience for liars or suck-ups." "Speak." Ms. Dorothy turned pale at the threat. "I don't want excuses or delays. Just talk." "All right, sir. I'll tell you everything," she began, tears forming in her eyes. "Don't waste my time, Ms. Dorothy," he snapped. "Here's what happened," she said, panicked. "Your mum told me to record only the moment Sophia took the envelope, then cut the video. She didn't tell Sophia it was in exchange for leaving you. She knew Sophia wouldn't accept the money otherwise." Raphael shook his head slowly. From the start of Dorothy's story, it was clear. Sophia had been innocent all along. "Mr. Raphael," Dorothy began again, but he raised a hand. "That's enough." She fell silent. Realizing the truth, Raphael was overwhelmed with regret. He'd wasted almost 4 years. He had let go of Sophia because of a lie. Now he didn't even have the courage to face her. Raphael began drinking early, and once he had a bit of a buzz, he decided to go to Sophia's boutique at the mall. He wore sunglasses and a hat to avoid being recognized. His eyes widened the moment he spotted a little boy running and weaving through the racks of clothing and mannequins. "Who's watching that child?" "Why is he playing around in here?" Raphael muttered. He was about to approach the boy when another child suddenly passed behind him. Confused, Raphael furrowed his brow. How did the boy get behind him so quickly? He turned around to follow the child with his eyes, but then he heard laughter from the same child emerging from between the clothes on display. "Am I already that drunk? What is this building? A haunted one?" he asked himself, shaking his head as he walked closer to the boy, who now seemed to be searching for something. "Baby," he called out. The little boy looked up, and Raphael was stunned by how familiar the child's face looked. "My name is Thunder," the boy said. Raphael took a step closer, reaching out to touch the child's forehead. He was real, not a ghost. "Hi," Raphael greeted. "Hello, did you see Storm and Cloud?" Raphael glanced out the glass wall. The sky was clear, no storm clouds in sight. "There's no storm or cloud outside, baby." "No, that's not what I mean. They're my bros." Just then, Storm and Cloud appeared beside them. "Oh, there they are," Thunder exclaimed happily. Raphael was speechless as he stared at the 3 boys. They looked almost exactly alike. "They're my brothers. That's Storm and that's Cloud," Thunder introduced them. "And we're Triplets," Storm and Cloud said in unison. "Oh, hi, what nice names," Raphael replied. "Mommy," all 3 suddenly called out as they turned to someone approaching behind Raphael. "You promised me you wouldn't leave my office, didn't you?" Sophia scolded gently. Raphael froze when he heard her voice. The triplets, their faces, they resembled his younger self in an old family photo from when he was 2. He turned toward the boy's mother, and there she was, Sophia. "Storm, Cloud, Thunder, let's go back to my office," Sophia instructed. The 3 boys raced ahead to the office, located in a corner of the boutique. "Wait, Sophia," Raphael said, trying to follow them. "What more do you need, Mr. De Silva?" she asked coldly. "Them. They're my children, aren't they? You can't hide them from me." "What are you talking about? They're not yours. You're mistaken. Please leave. You're not a customer here." "You can deny they're mine, but their faces don't lie. They look exactly like me. If you want proof, I'll bring a picture of myself when I was 2 years old." "Please, Raphael. We're living a quiet life. Don't disturb us." I'm not here to stir trouble, but this is unfair, Sophia. You hid them from me for years, and you still had no intention of telling me I had children. Sophia didn't respond. She turned away, attempting to walk off. It's two options, Sophia. Let me near my kids willingly, or I'll use my power and wealth to take custody of them. You choose, cooperation or court, and I will win, even if they're under 7. Don't you dare, Raphael. I never disturbed you. I never asked for support. I endured all of this alone. Don't you dare wave your power and money in my face now. Then let me get to know our children. The desperation was visible in Raphael's face. Sophia feared he'd make good on his threat, so she reluctantly gave in. Fine, come inside the office, but you better keep your word, Raphael. I don't want your mother finding out. She'll come after us too. Can you promise me that? Yes, of course. I'm sorry, Sophia. I know your mother has rights as their grandmother, but she's the reason. Don't finish that. I understand. Just give me the chance to be a good father to our triplets, he pleaded. Sophia sighed and turned the door handle gently. Inside, the boys were watching cartoons. Hi, Thunder greeted excitedly upon seeing Raphael follow their mum in. So you're my mum's friend? The boy asked. Sophia and Raphael looked at each other, startled by the question. Raphael knelt down to the boy's level, and tears began to fall from his eyes. Why are you crying? Thunder asked. Sophia also began to cry. She couldn't contain her emotions as she watched her son and his father meet for the first time. Raphael hugged Thunder tightly, then carried him and rocked him like a baby. The sight made Sophia cry even harder. Storm and Cloud ran up to them, looking up at the stranger holding their brother. Why, ma'am? Who is he? Why is he crying? Storm asked. Raphael tousled Storm's hair and then carried him too. Is something wrong? What's going on, Mommy? Cloud asked. Kids, this is Mr. Raphael da Silva, Sophia began. He's your father. Daddy, the 3 boys shouted in unison. Cloud hugged his father's waist, while Storm and Thunder held on tight from either side. The family embraced and cried together. Just then, a series of knocks disrupted the emotional reunion. Come in, Sophia called out. It was Liam, carrying toys and chocolates for the triplets. Daddy, Liam! The kids cheered, rushing to greet him. Both Liam and Raphael were stunned when they locked eyes. Kids, can you give us a moment? Liam asked. The triplets dashed into the small room inside Sophia's office, their dedicated playroom during boutique visits. So you're a 2-timer now, huh, Liam? Raphael spat as soon as the children were out of earshot. What? Liam replied, shocked. Watch your mouth, Raphael, Sophia snapped. Don't deny it. How could you call yourself their dad while you're engaged to Chelsea? I'll tell her everything. Low blow, Raphael. Chelsea already knows. I only filled the role because you failed them. You weren't there. I stepped up. Failed them? You hid them from me and now you talk about failure? You even took Sophia to another country. Did you really think I wouldn't find out? I respected Sophia's wishes. She was afraid you'd take the children from her. But I swear, I treated them as my own. And I treated you like a brother. When I learned what your mom did to Sophia, and that she was pregnant, I didn't hesitate to help. And Chelsea knows everything. That's enough, Liam. Don't defend yourself. If Raphael really knew you, he'd know your character. But if he doesn't, then he'll believe whatever he wants, just like he believed his mother over me, Sophia said. Neither man responded. Liam, realizing it wasn't the right time, quietly left. Wrong timing, Sophia. I'll come back when things are calmer. Tell the triplets I had to leave for work, he said gently. Sophia nodded. Raphael remained silent. There was a long pause. Aren't you leaving yet? Sophia finally asked. Number, I'm going home with you. And I think 2 months from now, you and the kids will move into my house. What? Number, I won't let your mother near my children. I won't let her interfere in our lives again. Of course not. She doesn't know about the new house I'm building. It's almost finished. You'll be safer there. Number, we're comfortable in our small home. Don't trouble yourself. I can take care of the triplets. Let me make up for everything, Sophia. I have rights too, as their father. Sophia sighed deeply. She didn't know whether to pity him or push him away. He hadn't suffered. Liam and Chelsea had been there for her, but she wasn't sure she could trust Raphael again. After the quiet and private house blessing of Raphael's newly built home, he immediately moved Sophia and the children in. She had initially refused, but after thinking it through, she realized the triplets deserved to enjoy the life their father could offer them. "Daddy, where are you going?" Storm asked as Raphael prepared to leave. "It's nighttime, son. You all need to rest." "That's why you shouldn't leave, Daddy. This is our new home, right? And I saw in a movie that mommies and daddies kiss each other goodnight," Storm said. "Yes, and mommies and daddies should sleep in the same bed," Cloud added. "You should sleep next to Mommy, because she's always lonely in her room." "You kids," Sophia began. "But it's true, Mommy," Raphael said, joining in. "And you know what? It's not just your mommy who's sad. Daddy is too, so help me out. Let me get closer to her again." Sophia's eyes widened. This must have been the effect of her children spending time on their gadgets and learning things online. On top of that, Raphael was clearly playing along with them. "Okay then, let's all sleep together, Mommy, Daddy, and us," Cloud declared. Sophia couldn't even react before one of the kids grabbed her hand and led her to the bedroom. Raphael followed with a grin, amused by the triplets' antics. "Isn't it nice, Mommy? We're complete now," Cloud said. The kids were beaming with joy, thrilled that their whole family was finally together. Even Raphael couldn't hide his happiness as he played with the triplets. They were so hyper, it took a while before they finally settled down. "Kids, go to sleep now. If you don't, you won't grow tall. You'll stay tiny when you're older. Do you want that?" Sophia teased. "No, Mommy," the triplets chorused. They shut their eyes and hugged their favorite stuffed toys. Soon, they were all fast asleep. The bed was huge and the air conditioning cool, but Sophia still felt stifled. She got up quietly, taking careful steps not to wake anyone, and went down to the kitchen for a glass of cold water. Then she stepped outside to the terrace to get some air. "What are you doing up?" Raphael's voice startled her so badly she nearly dropped the glass. "Sorry, did I scare you? I've been following you, but you didn't even notice." "What do you care?" she snapped. "I know you're not comfortable around me. I know you're still angry. What do I need to do for you to forgive me?" "You didn't do anything, remember? I'm the one who's wrong. I'm the one who looked like a gold digger because I chose money over love. I'm sorry for not even getting a chance to explain." "I know everything now, Sophia. I know you didn't do it. I was a fool. I let my mom control me, but believe me, through it all, you never left my heart. I kept beating myself up, thinking you chose money over me. But why is it still you? Why is it your name my heart keeps calling? That night during the victory party, when you got drunk, I couldn't stop myself from being with you again. I'm sorry if I crossed a line. I just love you too much. That's in the past. It's all over, and I was drunk too, so it wasn't entirely your fault." Raphael suddenly knelt before her. Sophia was shocked to see his shoulders shaking, his tears falling freely. "What are you doing, Raphael? Even if I kneeled all night and begged you, would you still not forgive me? From the very beginning, it was always you, Sophia. I couldn't bring myself to love anyone else. You're the only one I want beside me, the only one I want to grow old with. Do you remember the promise I made you before? That I'd marry you someday. Please, let me keep that promise. I still love you. Please forgive me. Please give me another chance. I can't, Raphael. That's what you said before, that nothing could tear us apart. But what did you do when your mum found out about us? You let her throw me out. You didn't defend me. You didn't ask for my side. When you saw me again at Liam's office, you insulted me instead of listening. You're no different from your mother. I know I was terrible, Sophia. I'm asking, just one more chance. I want us to be whole again. I want our children to grow up in a complete family. I've endured years without you. Please love me again. Please let me prove myself. I already spoke with Liam. I've apologized and thanked him for everything he did for you and our children. I owe him a great deal, but I made a promise, to you and to myself. I'm not going to let my mother interfere again. Give me this chance. I swear you won't regret it. Raphael's sincerity was written all over his face. Sophia's heart wavered. She had tried to harden herself, but it was no use. Her heart betrayed her. She had tried for weeks to distance herself emotionally, believing she could live without Raphael. But now, with everything he had done for their children and the time he had devoted to them, her defenses were crumbling. All right, I'll give it a try. I'll give you a chance, for the kids, she said quietly. But remember, Raphael, if your mother interferes again, I won't hesitate to leave and take the triplets with me. Her tone was firm. She didn't want to show how happy her heart truly was. Raphael stood up, eager to hug her, but she took a step back. Don't touch me. Go back upstairs, Raphael. I'm sorry. I just thought maybe… Okay, I'll go. Sophia almost chased after him, wanting to hold him tightly, but she held herself back. She had to show him that she was no longer the weak girl she used to be. In the days that followed, Raphael began proving himself to Sophia, keeping every promise he had made. He hired 3 housekeepers to handle the chores and 2 nannies to help care for the triplets. Suddenly, Sophia's daily life became much easier thanks to the 5 helpers in the house. Gradually, she and Raphael began to grow closer, like friends again. Thank you, Raphael. Things are so much easier for me at home now, especially taking care of the triplets, Sophia said as they sat on the veranda one afternoon. This is my responsibility. You don't need to thank me. You raised them alone for years. I'm just making up for lost time. You deserve to rest and focus on your business with Chelsea. You know, I'm proud of you, he added. You've been a great mum, and you've accomplished so much. Thank you. I really just had to be strong. Being a single mother to triplets was no joke. When I was in the US, I had to leave them in daycare just to work and earn enough to support us. Well, it's a good thing you had such a kind and helpful best friend, Raphael said. Even when you didn't ask, Liam still gave you an allowance and supported you. Yeah, he and Chelsea both told me about it. I didn't want to accept the help, but Liam insisted. He said he'd collect every penny I owed him once you found out I was pregnant, Raphael said with a smile. But I know he was joking. I'll make it up to them some other way. I know they won't accept money from me. Their love and care for me and the triplets is priceless. Thanks, Sophia. For what? For raising our triplets. They're so sweet and kind. If only my mom could meet them. I'm sure she'd be proud to have grandchildren like them. I'm sorry, I just can't help but feel a little sad. If only she had a better attitude, maybe we all could have been happy together from the start. Let's leave her be. Someday she'll realize her mistakes, and I'll make sure our children don't grow up like her, Sophia said. She smiled, and Raphael, clearly moved, smiled back. One afternoon, Raphael came to pick up Sophia from her shop, bringing sad news. At first, he didn't want to talk, but Sophia noticed something was wrong. What's going on, Raphael? You look troubled. Is there a problem? She asked. It's my mum, Sophia. She's dying, he replied sorrowfully. Sophia was stunned. I'm sorry to hear that, but how did this happen? Liam told me she was still strong and healthy. I thought so too, but she's been secretly suffering from colon cancer for a long time. She hid it from me. I thought the hair she wore was real, but it was a wig. I didn't even notice that her hair stopped growing, and she always had makeup on, even when sleeping. I'm so sorry, Raphael. You've been so busy with me and the kids. You didn't get to spend much time with her. Now she's about to leave you, Sophia said softly. No, Sophia, it's not your fault. I've accepted that I'll lose her eventually. It's just that I never thought it would be this soon, that I'd just wake up one day and she'd be gone. Sophia gently stroked his back, knowing the pain of losing a mother all too well. She had lost her own mum when she was only a year old. She and her sister had to live with different relatives, working hard just to survive and finish school. Do you want us to come with you? With our kids? We can visit your mum if you think that's okay. Are you not angry at her anymore? I'd be lying if I said the resentment was completely gone. But knowing her days are numbered, I'm not heartless, and she has the right to meet her grandchildren before she goes. Thank you, Sophia. You're incredibly kind. I'm sure she'll be overjoyed when she sees the triplets. Sophia nodded quietly, wiping away a tear. Later that day, they brought the children to Doña Guarda's mansion. Who are they? The frail woman asked from her bed as the children entered the room. Hi, Thunder said gently, waving shyly. Mummy, this is Sophia, and these are our triplet children, Raphael said. Hello, Grandma, Cloud and Storm greeted together. My grandchildren? I have grandchildren? Doña Guarda cried, tears streaming down her face. Kids, go give your grandma a hand blessing, Sophia instructed. The three boys quickly obeyed. Sophia! Doña Guarda broke into sobs. Tears poured freely as she looked at the children. Good day, Doña Guarda. Please calm down. Crying too much will only make things worse, Sophia said gently. I'm sorry, Sophia. I had no idea I had grandchildren. I didn't even get to spend time with them. I'm so sorry, the old woman cried. I was afraid you might try to take them away, so I chose to keep them hidden, Sophia replied. I understand. It's my fault. If I hadn't been so cruel, I could have played with them. Please forgive me, dear. I regret everything I did to you and Raphael. I know you're a good person, decent. That's why I'm at peace leaving Raphael and the kids in your care. I want you two to get married as soon as possible. The children are growing and I don't know how long I have left. Sophia couldn't hold back her tears and embraced the older woman. I hope a miracle happens and you get through this, Doña Guarda, she said. The woman shook her head weakly. No, I'm tired, Sophia. I'm tired. Just take care of my son. I feel lighter now that we've spoken, and I've asked for your forgiveness. I'm truly sorry. I forgive you, I promise. I'll take care of Raphael and the kids, Sophia replied. Raphael also cried silently, holding his mother's hand. They didn't know it then, but those were Doña Guarda's final moments. After asking for Sophia's forgiveness, she closed her eyes and peacefully passed away. Though the pain was great, Raphael slowly accepted her death. Sophia remained by his side throughout. After Doña Guarda's death anniversary, Raphael didn't wait any longer. He proposed to Sophia, and since she was finally ready to settle down, she agreed to the wedding he had always wanted. You know we've been through so much. I let you slip away before, but this time I won't let you go again. Sofia Maquela, will you marry me? I love you and our children so much. I don't want to be separated from you ever again. Please, let's fulfill the promise we once made, to be together for life. Yes, Raphael, I'll marry you. I love you too, you and our children. He immediately slipped the diamond ring on her finger, and they embraced tightly. The triplets, who had been watching them from the veranda, broke into applause and cheers. For the wedding, all their friends and family were invited. Sophia made sure to invite her best friend Liza, who had become quite busy with life, making it hard for Sophia to reach her ever since she returned to the Philippines. Word was that Liza and Liam's twin brother were growing close. At the reception, Chelsea caught the bouquet and Liam caught the garter. Everyone believed they would be the next couple to marry. The triplets were overjoyed with the wedding. They immediately asked for baby sisters. Sometimes in life, what seems impossible becomes possible. Stay humble, because there's someone above who guides us and opens the way toward success. More often than not, he finds ways to reconnect and reunite hearts, once torn apart by circumstance, just like what happened to Sophia and Raphael. The end. Drop me a comment below if you really enjoyed the story. My name is Mr. Hope. I'll see you in the next story.